believe it's about time we restore this old 1960s, 1970s, well, in the US they're called Hibachi grills, but the actual name for them are Shichirin grills. Shichirin, if I said that correctly. Gomenasai. Watashi wa Nihongo benkyou shimasu ga, watashi wa Nihongo hanashimasen. So these grills are designed to have hot coals and then cooking over the coals. You can actually have them at different heights. You can have them all the way down or all the way up, depending on what temperature you want. And it's great for cooking food with a light heat. Unfortunately, this is broken right here, and the handle I've lost, but I know I have it somewhere. It's in one of my sheds, so I'm not going to bother fixing this right now because I know I'll probably find that as I'm going through stuff. And so whenever I find that, I can do another video where we maybe braze it back on there or weld it or whatever. And this video, I think I can just clean these up and then season the cast iron, because they really need that. Now thankfully my friend John, who owns the Red Rooster, has a media blaster, and so I might be able to just use that, because I think sandblasting this stuff would be really good. You can tell this was made specifically for the Western market because it actually says Hibachi on it. And oddly enough, it's not made in Japan, it's made in Taiwan, so that's a bit of a shame. However, Japanese ones are more of a square and really taller. But oh well, it does the same job. I guess it's kind of rusted. Ooh, that's a bit rusted. All this stuff's pretty rusted up, so I think what we're going to do first is we should remove a lot of these pieces. Oh nice, so these screws aren't totally messed up. I'm really happy that most of these aren't actually stuck. Looks like I might be able to repair this one, so that's good. But this other one's pretty far gone. We have a good amount of junk built up here. Well, that's enough sandblasting for tonight. I've been having so many issues with this, with the compressor and whatnot. So the compressor, we had to change the oil because it was getting really hot, and the moisture was making it to where it kept clogging up the nozzle. So I didn't really have enough chance to really clean it much. It would have been much quicker. It took 3 hours. Should have taken 30 minutes. Oh, and that kind of had a bunch of rust on it that all got blown away. Kind of funny. Ah, much better. You're getting a little bit of sticking, but that's gone now. Let's put another hose around it, but do you have a hose for that?
Nothing I can think of.
God, that is so much better. So it was the kink in the hose, and adding that little filter to remove the moisture helped a lot also. John's going to be putting the olive oil on there while I do the rest of it, so that's really helpful. So thank you very much. This thing was a complete and utter failure. Maybe you can chalk it up to just the Illinois summer weather. There's so much humidity. There's just so much fucking water coming out of that air compressor. All right, here's where I'm at now. So I was able to fight the sandblaster a little bit and get this mostly cleaned. This one is very clean. This one is clean enough. I didn't bother cleaning these because these are just going to be holding the coals, so I figure they're going to get all rusty anyway. So the one cleaned up okay, and I've coated everything in olive oil to keep it from rusting, because last night it was 97% humidity, but that's Illinois weather for you. Now on the back, I couldn't get it to work. The sandblaster kind of gave up before too long, so it's a little bit blotchy, and I did it a lot with a wire brush, but I figure it doesn't matter too much. I'm not sure if I should season this or if I should be painting it, but it's cast iron, so I think that'd be best. I wasn't able to do these on the sandblaster, so I used John's wire wheel to brush these up. So those are all coated in olive oil. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, but I mean, I guess they're already designed, like they're already made to be the right shape. You know, I really love this old wood. It's really great. I'm putting plenty of olive oil on that. At least I think this is how you can preserve it. Maybe do a few layers. Let that simmer for a little bit. It's been running for about 10 minutes now. I think it's probably good enough. So this one is all dark, and this one is all light still. I wonder if that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not sure about the stability of this. Oh my god, this stuff's so beautiful. I think I could probably get into woodworking, because with this wood, it's so fun. It's also so hard. It's almost like a metal. Look at that. You can actually see light coming through there. Man, drilling through this one is like all sorts of messy. It's like drilling through amber, but yeah, it's still kind of sappy. Pretty amazing that it's from before, like, World War I. I mean, look at that. It smells wonderful, though. Alright, I'm getting to the point where I'm about had it with this piece of shit. This wood locked onto the screw. Tried unscrewing it, it just twisted it. Piece of shit. At this point, I've already wasted a week on this video that should have only taken a day. So I just want this to get over with. It's about 100 fucking degrees out here. So I don't think I really even feel like cooking with this thing today. Did I also mention it's really humid? But that's just how Illinois is. It's been a week. The temperature's finally died down. It no longer feels like it's gonna melt your fucking face off, and I figured out what the problem was. I was thinking that these were just rusty. Turns out these were near the fire, so these have all softened up. So that's a real shame. Like so, and they just twist around. But oh well. Live and learn. You know, from now on, I'm just not going to work in this heat, because, like, right now it's fine. It's like getting close to 90, but before it was about 100 degrees and very high humidity, and everything becomes so unfun, to the extreme unfun. I need to find my other saws, because I believe that one's meant to cut across the grain. I think even then it's meant to cut through the grain, but thankfully I don't have to do this very often, so that's all for that. Okay, so we're in a much better place now. So the last time, when it was really hot and I was getting really frustrated, I looked all over for these stupid screws. I looked in the storage sheds, in my shed, in my bedroom. Turns out I had a whole box of them in my backpack. Whatever. Well, that didn't really go too well, but oh well. Whatever. It's good enough. After all this frustration, this has got to be one of my most frustrating videos of the year. I'm happy with how it turned out. And then I'm going to keep an eye out for the handle, because the handle's somewhere and it even has a little piece on there. We can weld that back on. We're going to do another video of fixing that, fixing both handles and fixing the other two handles. So now let's fire it up and cook something, because I'm hungry. Well, that's pretty much it. Gonna be a couple more minutes for those two to get done. I want to get this one nice and crispy. And I maybe should have put more charcoal in there, but whatever. Food like this, you don't need much heat. Then once I'm done, I can clean it all out. I'll coat everything in olive oil, just season it again. Just every time I use it, I might put some more olive oil on there just to help keep it from rusting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.